Welcome back to the channel. This is Five Finger Tree Punch. This is episode 7 of the Haven SMP. Gonna be hunting for some wither skulls this episode, and also make a platform, as you can see behind me, because I plan on doing battle with the wither out in the open. And we also do some work on a village nearby. And let's get into it. And here we are in the Nether. This is my passageway that I take every day to the shopping district. Because, yeah, I'm always going back and forth all the time. And I need to make a passageway to the fortress down there, as you can see in the background, through this chaos that is the Nether. While I was building a lot of this, I was getting attacked over and over by ghasts and blazes. And, yeah, there's fire everywhere, and I didn't feel like putting it out. So, and it just adds, some life to the Nether with all that fire going on in the background. But this is the entrance to my portal to my mega base. I think it was about Y level or altitude 62-ish, I think it was. So if I go out here and I go into the fortress area, I want to see what the altitude level is on the fortress. Because I want to dig down there and I don't want to overshoot it. So if I make my way down here, this is why I need a passageway here, because this is the passageway in between lava, fire, and this little cutout gap here. I didn't make this, somebody made this here. And yeah, I want to get into this tunnel here. This is on Y level 55? Yeah, 55. So I was at 62, I believe, so I'll have to cut down about, 7 or so blocks downward. That shouldn't be too terrible. Shouldn't take too long either, because this isn't really far from where my portal is. I do want to kind of get it lined up here. I'm just running back and forth, just calculating the numbers in my head. I should have wrote it down, but I don't think I did write it down. But I think it ends up working out okay. So just make my way back up to get started on trying to dig this out. And that way I'll have a nice passageway to the Nether. Because I want to get into the Nether so I can start getting wither skulls. Because, like I said in the intro, we're going to be won't be fighting the wither this episode, but possibly next episode in episode 8. Because I got to get the platform all set up and get it mostly done this week. But it still needs a little something, maybe some statues on the corners and whatnot. But yeah, I dug that out and yeah, got into the tunnel. And I don't think this was the tunnel that I originally spotted when I was trying to get this all lined up, but nonetheless, it's part of the Nether, part of the fortress. So that's really all I need. I just need a safe way to get straight into the fortress so I get to chopping on some wither skeletons and get them wither skeleton heads. Yeah, because I'll need 3 of those to make the wither. And yeah, this is the finished little passageway here down into the fortress. Just kind of did some slabs here. Nothing could spawn on the slabs, but they will be able to spawn on that nether rack there, but that's fine. Hopefully wither skeletons aren't spawning in this little hallway here, because that would just be lame to get attacked by a wither skeleton as I'm coming out of my portal from my fortress. But yeah, it's pretty convenient right here. It's either go left to go into the fortress or go straight to go to the shopping district. Yeah, getting some easy access to the areas that I like to visit pretty often. But yeah, it came out alright. I don't know that I'm going to do anything else with that. That's about it. Maybe I'll add those lanterns to the ceiling. Maybe. And this is me in the fortress. Yeah, there was you see a little makeshift bridge there. Somebody had made that because this was not connected to this other section of the fortress, so I laid out all this nether brick here, just about starting where that incline is, so that I can, oh yeah, and look, yeah, withers, yes, that's what I can, oh no, not blazes. Yeah, these blazes are out of control. There's like, what, we got 3 here? I came here to kill the wither skeletons, and then I'm having to deal with all these blazes. It's just ridiculous. And look at that, aghast. This is just chaos around here. Now I know why a lot of people do not like to come to the Nether, and that is why. I'm out here purposely trying to get to the wither skeletons, but there's all these other things attacking me as well. blazes and ghasts, and I'm already going to have to deal with these withers who give you the wither effect. That's brutal. They were putting a hurting on me here. Just that one took me down 3 hearts, and I'm wearing full diamond gear. But what I noticed later is I don't really have any protection on the diamond gear that I'm wearing. It's all fire protection, which isn't going to help me against withers. So, yeah. And yeah, the blazes were getting a little out of control, so I realized that there is a spawner like right near this entrance area that I had set up to. And yeah, I had to block these guys off because yeah, they're just getting out of hand. So I spent a little time messing with them and sealing this off. Now, originally when I encounter little spawners like this, usually I could just throw torches on it, like you saw about a second ago. I have torches all around it, but that was not stopping these blazes from spawning at all. Yeah, you see there, yeah, there's some out there. I might have to extend this out a little, but yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the torches not working. It usually works. So just had to just case that all in. And yeah, we reckon on some ghasts because they're relentless. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get any of that loot because it's all over lava there. But yeah, I dug out a lot of the reconstructed really this whole little area here. Platforms are only about 3 wide, which is plenty wide, but I don't know, I just felt like it could use a little widening, so I chopped out the edges and then extended each side about 1. And then I needed to check on this little blaze area because yeah, there were still blazes everywhere and ghasts. Nothing I could do about the ghasts other than to seal off this area with a roof and walls, and that would just be too much, a little too extra there. But yeah, still hunting the wither skeletons. They do not drop their heads very often, unfortunately, and I have looting 3 on this sword, but luckily got my first wither skeleton skull. So yeah, only 2 more to go, which I do eventually get after dealing with these blazes and the skeletons, and yeah, they killed me quite a few times. And I had already gotten the 3 skulls, so I was kind of gearing up and getting ready to spawn the wither, but then I decided maybe I'll do this a little different, because most people will go down to bedrock, because the wither can't destroy bedrock, but they can destroy about everything else. So I figured, you know, that's not fair. I gotta give the wither a fighting chance, and I should fight him out in the open. All natural. And I went out really far away, just about 3,000 blocks from about spawn. Another 2,000-ish from where my base is. So I found this little area, looked pretty cool. Gonna have to terraform quite a bit here. Definitely take out these little hills. I had to take out a lot of trees too, but I do have a super shovel here. I named it Sandstorm, of course, because that's what I originally made it to take out. And that's the edge, 2 edges, yeah, 64 by 64 using smooth stone. And it's pretty wide. You can see I did level out quite a bit, took out the trees, had to add in a lot of dirt, and I didn't want, there were some holes there that I didn't want to just go over. I had to kind of fill them in because I know that the wither is going to make quite a mess. And that's about halfway done there. It was quite a bit of smooth stone. We're talking about 64 stacks of smooth stone. So halfway done there. It's coming up pretty good, I think. Maybe a little makeshift area there with chests and some furnaces. I needed a ton of the smooth stone, so I was smelting up more of the cobblestone that I had mined out to get this area flat. And just placing these here, pretty much just finishing this up. Had to lay this all out by hand, of course, because, yeah, no world edit here, and I don't even know how to use world edit, so, yeah. Just getting rid of this chicken, because he's all kinds in the way. It's for a greater purpose, chicken. It's for a greater purpose. We must fight the wither, and we must fight him on this platform. The reason this platform is kind of like if you ever seen Dragon Ball Z series, there's a whole series where they fight one of the enemies named Cell, and he makes a platform pretty much similar to this, just a big square platform, and there's pillars on the corners. So that's basically what we're going to do here. We're going to be fighting the Wither on this platform. Could call it the Wither Games. Yeah, got my stone laying groove down here. I don't know if this is the fastest way to place stones, but this is how I started placing them for large areas and major builds. And pretty much got it all done. This was the last little bit to fill in. This isn't the whole thing, because I still want to put a slab edging all the way around, which I do eventually get to. And it of course needs something in the pillars. It looks a little too bland, with no decoration. And it's in front of this swamp here, so maybe I'll make an elaborate or pretty large stairway right there going into the swamp. But yeah, doesn't look, at first glance it doesn't look that big, but it's pretty big. 64 by 64, that's pretty large. That's probably twice as wide as my base. I think my base is only like 32-ish. And yeah, that was pretty much done, so I thought I'd take a break from that, because I still had more stuff to do. I had to get my gear in order. That would be more effective against the Wither. And Andre was looking for a village, and I directed him towards this village, which I had come across while I was hunting saplings. And I was just trying to secure it with a wall here. This guy, yeah, he's not having it. I don't know what's with villagers. I don't know why they just don't stay in their village. You had one job, villager. It's to village and stay in your village. But yeah, got him back in, so that was good. Because it's not a village if you don't have villagers. Jeez. And we thought we would do upgrades to the buildings. This was my upgrade on one of the buildings. Kind of doubled it in size and kind of make it little round in shape on the sides there. And made a little second story to it. Now this building originally only had 2 beds in it. And yeah, this villager just gets stuck up there. I don't have to get rid of those things. I don't know. He just gets up there and he won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop on that cactus. And the other one on the other side. Ridiculous. But yeah, I added 2 more beds in here. Went and got the dye to make them the same color. Because this village has mostly green beds, I believe, in it. But I stuck with the same kind of style here that it was originally. Dug out a lot of sandstone. And this is a building that Andre is working on. Yeah, looks pretty good. Well, I think it looks better in my building anyways. With that, I forget the name of that wood. I want to say taiga. It's not taiga. It's acacia wood. That's what it is, yeah. Use that acacia wood on top of there. I think it looks pretty good. He was originally thinking to do the entire village floor in acacia, but I think he scrapped that idea. Maybe it was too much acacia, or it didn't look quite right. And yeah, the villagers were going into the portal that I made to get to this village quickly, and yeah, I had to get them breeding because a lot of them got lost in the Nether. I brought a few back by boat, and you can see there in the background we had to seal that portal off because they just would not stop walking in there. And these villagers are breeding, or they're showing the animation for it, but I don't know what that other animation is with the clouds and like fire clouds. I thought the hearts were that they were breeding, but the little fire clouds, I had never seen that before. But yeah, that was about all we did on the village. He added a lot more buildings, and I was out and about, running around, looking for the end portal, and what do you know? I found my first death spot. I believe this was the first time I died on the server, but yeah, we were going to a group to go get the end dragon, and I died trying to bridge across this. You may have seen in the first episode of this series, and yeah, my stuff is still there. It's been like weeks, maybe even a month, and my stuff was still sitting out here in the Mesa area, so I didn't have a whole bunch of great stuff, but yeah, I still had the sword, so that was cool. You know, I could go ahead, and that helped me because I can enchant that and then combine it to get the sharpness 5. Yeah, because I don't think you could get sharpness 5 like right off the bat with a full enchant on your sword. You do have to combine multiple swords on the anvil to go ahead and get level 5 of any enchant. I think that is. Yeah, I don't know. Even for efficiency 5, you're gonna have to do some anvil combining to get that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Still there. And yeah, I went over to Andre's place because he wanted some coarse dirt. Yeah, he needed some coarse dirt. Wasn't sure why he needed coarse dirt, but he needed some, so I had plenty of dirt and gravel, and I made some real quick and dropped it off to him. But apparently he's using it for trails. Something I definitely need to work on is my trail work. I do pretty simple trails. They're never too pretty bland in general. So yeah, I need to work on that. Adding in like andesite or to the trails and gravel and buttons and cobblestone, and it just gives the trail a lot more texture. And yeah, he's quite the farmer here. Got all the carrots, all the sugarcane, all the wheat, tons of sheep. I'm surprised I wasn't lagging in this area because that is a good bit of sheep. And it looks like he's working on a stables here. Looks pretty good, I like it. Looks better than the stables I had made on my hardcore series. But yeah, got the hay bales in there. Looking pretty good. I like this area. Pretty nice. And the scenery's pretty nice too here in between the mountains. You got his sweetberry bushes too. Gosh, maybe he's the one putting sweetberry bushes out there around Rake's place. Possibly. Who knows? And since I was planning on fighting the Wither eventually, I got infinity on my bow. And I wanted to get some arrows, because I don't have enough chickens to be getting a bunch of arrows. But since I got the infinity on it, I won't need a bunch of arrows. I just need one arrow. But I'm pretty noobish when it comes to arrows and bows. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to use these special arrows. Just buy some from Owl's shop here. I believe this is Owl's shop. And I wanted to test this out and see if I get infinity of the special arrows. And shoot one there at 16. No, I am down 15. And Andre's checking out what I'm doing over here, just being weird over here, shooting arrows in the ground. He's probably like, what is this guy doing? And just shot another one just to make sure, yeah, it's going down. So it looks like I'm only going to be able to use regular arrows. And I saw Rake make his Enderman farm out here in the end, so I thought I'd go check it out. It is quite a bit of ways out here, but that is so that the Endermen only spawn out here. So flew out here, thought I'd check it out, and instantly they start spawning in here. And I do believe I had my sword all pimped out with sharpness 5 and unbreaking and mending, and I do believe I was able to get sweeping edge on it too, so yeah, I could whack multiple Endermen here with one hit, take a bunch of them out. And yeah, this is quite nice. This is a very nice farm that Rake made here. This is pimpin'. And yeah, I'm learning a lot about mending, because I'll try to mend something that's in my hand and it won't mend. So, but it seems like it tries to mend my other items first, and even though they're filled up, it doesn't really start filling up the durability on my other ones, so I had to kind of take the armor off. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not being patient enough there, or they'd eventually do it, but it works way faster if I go ahead and take my other mending gear off and just hold the item that I want fixed in my offhand while I chop up these Endermen. Yeah, this is almost addictive. I could sit here all day and just like sweeping edge all these Endermen to death. But these Ender Pearls are out of hand. I gotta figure out something for these. Some kind of automatic dumping system would be great. And yeah, this is a pretty good farm. All he's asking for is little donations here, so this is the first day I used it. Yeah, I dropped 2 diamonds. Worth it. Totally worth it. And I'll probably come back every once in a while to that. And yeah, of course, got to do my donations for the week. Get my potato donations in, but it looks like you can see the potato was there on the sign, but yeah, apparently I was reading some stuff in the chat, and yeah, somebody has stolen the holy potato. Apparently it's been stolen for quite some time and replaced, but yeah, what do we got here? We got I have stolen the potato that sat here. Leave 5 diamonds in this chest, and I will return it. I'm desperate. Signed, someone else. Yeah, someone has stolen the holy potato. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Don't know who stole it. Maybe White Shoe will get on the case. She was the detective on the last case. This could be connected cases here from similar suspects, but yeah, don't know. Holy potato has been stolen. I'm kind of broken up about it, yeah, because I've been coming here pretty regularly. But yeah, that finished out the week, or this episode anyways. Got a lot of stuff done. Got some upgrades to weapons. Gonna be fighting the Wither probably next episode for sure. That'll probably be a long battle because yeah, he's gonna be out in the open, and I got to shoot him down with arrows. And then once they get to half life, you gotta take them out by hand with a sword. You could use an axe, I guess, but yeah, I'll be using my sword with sharpness 5. But yeah, that was the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Throw a like, that'd be great. And if you have any comments, what you want to see in the following episodes, just let me know down below. And I'll see you next time. See ya!